Hey everyone, this is Scott from the Scratch to Grow podcast. Welcome to another edition of Rewatching Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. Today I'm going to be talking about Season 3, Episode 3, A Wanted Inhuman. So I'm just going to be starting off with the plot summary to start, and then just talk about my general thoughts, some foreshadowing and Easter eggs I noticed in this episode. So let's just start with that plot summary, which says, the ATCU closes in on Lincoln, who is betrayed by an old friend when the ATCU asks for the public to help in capturing the alien. He calls Daisy for help. Coulson meets with Price asking to let S.h.i.e.L.D. take Lincoln in instead, but realizes that they know of Daisy too, and that to keep her safe he must let the ATC take Lincoln. Unaware of this, Daisy finds Lincoln but is followed by the ATCU. Lincoln attacks them and escapes, so they try to take Daisy instead. To save her, Coulson agrees to work with them to capture the Inhumans together. Hunter and May meet with a contact Hunter has in Hydra, who takes them to the new initiation system. Hunter must fight to the death to prove himself worthy of Hydra. Hunter fights his contact, kills him, and is accepted into Hydra's ranks. Fitz attempts to help Simmons acclimate to her old life, but she is struggling with both the different physics of Earth and her mental trauma. Later, Agent Bobby finds Simmons wanting to reopen the portal and return to the planet. So that's the plot summary for this episode. I really enjoyed this episode because it had a bunch of different storylines going on through it, and it kind of keeps you like really focused because they did a really good job of balancing the few different storylines. We've got Coulson and Price having their chat, kind of playing a little bit of chess with the kind of like with each of their own power in this situation, capturing Inhumans. Coulson with the experience and knowledge, and Price having the backing of the U.S. government and the public's interest on her side, or the public just in general on her side. So yeah, that was an interesting part, like to balance that story along with Daisy and Lincoln them trying to help Lincoln, who is also on his own little thing, getting on the run from the ATCU, and also being betrayed by his own friend because of this threat that he is, and it's the fake news that's going on around his own thing because they just want to capture him because they think he's going to do more than he's going to. And then we've got obviously Fitz and Simmons trying to adjust back to being on Earth and all the different things, and they mentioned a thing about how the physics could be different between the different planets, which I thought was an interesting kind of take on it. And then we see at the end that Simmons wants to go back. And I remember first watching this, when I first watched this season, that was a really interesting like mystery, being like, oh, why does she want to go back? Like, she was having real trouble. She did not like it there the first time, but she wants to go back. And I remember that being such a big mystery the first time around, and rewatching it, it's still a fun thing to discover, see like the little puzzle pieces we get to put together before she just tells the story of it. But it was still kind of interesting. It's still an interesting mystery, even though I already know the answer because I'm rewatching it. So what else do I have written down? Simmons adjusting, Hunter and May infiltrating Hydra. At one point we see May gets to just kick some ass. She takes down these three big old guys who were trying to cause a little trouble. And I just love any time May kicks some ass. It's just a great thing, especially when it's just her by herself. Just just my favorite part of any episode, so that was awesome. And what else do I have? Coulson and the head of the ATC. I like their little kind of banter and their back and forth. Obviously they start to date later in the season, but yeah, I like how they first kind of were playing this a little bit of like back and forth game at first. And then Gemma's saying she has to go back to plan. I already mentioned how I like that part. So that's all I had written down for this particular episode. If there was anything I missed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for joining me today. Have a good one.